Hey guys, I'm back. Sorry about the last thing. I'm just checking out stuff real quick. See if I get some music on here. Oh, got something over there. Let me go into my downloads. Hey guys, anyone here? Hey yo, how y'all doing tonight? Turn that down a little bit. Oh, welcome to my channel. Hope you can hear me. Just started the chat. I see someone's entered in. Thanks for the like. If you're here, go ahead and say hi. We got 3 people in. Thanks. How you doing tonight? I'm going to begin here in just a second. Let a few more people come in. Hey, Lantern, how you doing tonight? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah, this is my second shot tonight. Sorry about the false start earlier tonight. I got a few old shows and a few. Let me go ahead and stop the music here in just a few seconds. This is the Fright Night Twist I'm right now playing. Put this down a little bit so you guys can hear me a little bit quieter. Hey, Crumbles, welcome, welcome. Let a few more people join us. Got a couple of good movies and old TV shows and movies based off of some old collectibles for you guys tonight. Now, if you're wondering about the shirt I'm wearing, it actually says, oh, sorry, wrong direction. RED, R-E-D, which stands for Remember Everyone Deployed. Basically, it's remembering everyone in the military that's away from home right now. Hey, Nancy, welcome to the chat tonight. Welcome. Glad to have you here. One of the things some of the movies and such I've got here. The other night, Fierce was talking about Henry Cavill possibly being the next James Bond. I actually think he will probably be a good James Bond, especially if he is British, considering he's already played Solo from The Man from U.N.C.L.E. And considering he played a spy in this one, and how well he played that character, I think he can actually pull off James Bond really well. Many years ago, when I went to a Worldcon called NOLACon 2 in New Orleans, back in 1989, that's when I heard that they were actually going to do a James Bond movie. Not James Bond, but Judge Dredd movie. And at that time, they actually, it was like, oh, that's going to be really cool. And then at MagicCon is when they, in 92, is when they revealed that they were in talks about Sylvester Stallone playing the part of Judge Dredd. Hey, Liz, welcome to the chat. Glad to have you here. So I was like, I was kind of not too sure about Sylvester Stallone playing the part of Judge Dredd when I heard about that. Then Judge Dredd played in Demolition Man. Me, I have actually been a big Judge Dredd fan from way back in 1984-85, reading the Judge Dredd comic books. I was like, oh, that's a good character. Well, when I saw him in Demolition Man and the costumes for Demolition Man were really close to Judge Dredd, it was like, okay, I can see him playing the character. And then when I saw the first trailers for the movie in the theaters, it's like, yes, those look awesome, the costumes and everything. And then I saw the movie, and here he comes out, gets off the bike, stands there with the pose, and does the classic line, I am the law. It's like, all right. Then he takes off the helmet. It was like, oh, crap. One thing that character in the comic books never did, well, he actually did take off the helmet occasionally, but you never saw the top part of the head. It was always obscured in the comic book. If they did know any part of it, it was always obscured, or he had had a face change, so you never saw his actual face. And that was a thing throughout, and that's always been a thing throughout the entire run of the Judge Dredd comics. But here you've got Henry Cavill going to be playing that part. If he does the next Bond, I think he will. It's like when they had Pierce Brosnan play James Bond. He had already played a similar type character as Remington Steele. And the same thing with Roger Moore when Roger Moore played the character The Saint. It was a natural progression for them to play James Bond. They had already played a similar type character. So they were already in line for that. Now, you guys have probably seen and probably believe this is actually the first Fantastic Four movie. Let me do this real quick. Might give a little bit better lighting for these. Yeah, that's a little bit better lighting. Everyone probably remembers this one and probably believes that to be the first Fantastic Four movie. This is actually not the first Fantastic Four live-action movie. This is actually the first Fantastic Four movie directed by Roger Corman. This movie had to be made, and it was done in 1 month on a $1 million budget. That is one. Hey, welcome, Visions. Glad to have you here. I do agree. Roger Moore was very much more suave, but between Roger Moore and Sean Connery, they're both equally well as far as Bonds. Roger Moore had better gadgets and seemed to be much more of a ladies' man, more suave, in my opinion, than Sean Connery was, and also had better one-liners, in my opinion, as well. But this one here, if you ever get a chance to see it, considering they actually ran out of money near the end of filming of this, the special effects for Johnny Storm, yes, it's really poor fire effects, but the costuming for Ben Grimm is actually not bad for it. And the storyline, if you ever get a chance to watch a copy of the original Fantastic Four that never got released, the only people that knew that this wasn't going to be released were the actors themselves. They actually went to the Comic-Con and was actually talking about the movie and that it was going that as if it was going to be released, thinking that it was going to be released, that they were going to be big stars from this movie. And Stan Lee was there, and he knew that the movie wasn't going to be released, but he couldn't say anything at the time. That was what was really bad. The 4 actors that did this, they didn't make much money, and they got screwed over because it was just to keep the copyright with who owned at the time the licensing agreement for it, because they had until the end of December to make the movie, just despite Marvel at the time. That is really, quote unquote, messed up. Believe it or not, there's another title in limbo right now with similar have to be made, or the character has to make an appearance, and that is Dick Tracy. The actor that played the character, Dick Tracy, every couple of years, he actually goes out in public dressed up in Dick Tracy costume to keep his hands on the rights to that character, so that so it doesn't revert back to the original owners. So that another Dick Tracy movie cannot be made. Once he passes away and the deadline passes, then the rights will revert back to the original owners. And then we might get another Dick Tracy movie. Now, that is one of my hidden gems that I hinted to in my description. Here's another hidden gem for you. You remember the old TV show Lost in Space? You know of the movie with the Joey from Friends actor playing the Mark Goddard actor, Major West, in the new movie Lost in Space, right? And the Netflix Lost in Space miniseries, basically. Well, there was actually another pilot put out a few years ago, similar type premise, called The Robinsons Lost in Space. This is actually a pilot trying to get the series out on TV again. This is one of the pilots. I actually have another pilot that I'll bring out again later on another one of these vlogs for another pilot episode. Now, I actually had the opportunity to meet the director of this film, Thunderbirds. I used to watch the marionette show all the time of the Thunderbirds. Really good program. When I heard that this was coming out, I was excited. Jonathan Frakes, met him at a MegaCon. He did an excellent job of the directing. He kept as close as possible to Jerry and Sylvia Anderson's vision for these characters and the ships. The only differences I saw between all the Thunderbirds they had in this and the original marionette showpieces was slight changes to Thunderbird 2. Other than that, they were spot on, and the costumes themselves. But they were pretty much spot on with all the vehicles. Plus, they grew up, they actually aged down Tintin and Alan Tracy a bit to give it a little bit more younger feel. And they added Brain's child. Now, back in the day, we actually had quite a few TV shows and such, but one little movie from way back when I was a kid that I watched and enjoyed. This was one of the early live action slash cartoon movies that was I always enjoyed, and I've introduced it to James as well. And part of it was actually filmed here in Florida at Silver Springs, parts of it, and parts of it, like I said, was animated. It's a fun family film if you ever get a chance to show your kids, if you have kids. Elsie, if you're here, you might actually like this. The Incredible Mr. Limpet with Don Knotts. He's a banker, nearsighted banker, who wishes he was a fish because he thinks life as a fish would be easier. And he lives in New York, goes to visit Coney Island with his wife and his best friend who's going into the Navy during World War II. And while they're at Coney Island, they go down to the docks and he's going, man, life would be so much easier. I wish I was a fish. And he accidentally falls into the water and he turns into a fish. And he swims around and he ends up technically joining the Navy, finding and fighting U-boats. Yes, it is a very old movie. Let me grab my glasses real quick and I'll let you know when it was. Yes, I got to put on my glasses to read the fine print. This is actually 1964. Actually, it's 1963. They actually premiered this right up the road down Highway 50 from where I live at Weeki Wachee Springs, where they have the mermaids. Yes, we do have mermaids in Florida. And if you do come down to Florida and you go straight west on Highway 50, you can also see the mermaids at Weeki Wachee. Some of the filming was also done over at Silver Springs, where we have the glass, where if they still have them, the glass bottom boats, which are really cool to go on. They still do the tours and such on the boats, the nature tours. But this is a really good, fun watch if you ever get a chance to watch it. Sometimes you can find it on Tubi and Pluto and Freevee. Now, another good old movie, there was two of them, Future World and Westworld. They both deal with the Delos Corp. Not too long ago, they also did a movie series, basically a movie series / TV series on one of the channels called Westworld, dealing with basically androids. Well, after the Future World and then Westworld movies, where the robots went haywire, they actually did a pilot / series. It only lasted technically one season. Actually, 5 episodes. They only got 3 of them out. 2 of them was unaired, called Beyond Westworld, where someone basically they were making androids and sending them out to replace high-ranking political people, leaders, high-ranking military and such. Not a bad watch. Interesting concept. They did try to turn some of these old shows, like they did with Logan's Run. They actually had a short-lived series called Logan's Run, which was a continuing story of Logan and Jessica Six outside of the Dome City being chased by Francis Seven. Now, This is something, a blast from my past. Oh, yes. Hey, Fears, welcome to my channel. Now, this is a blast from the past from my childhood. The Banana Splits. Old TV show. It filmed at Six Flags. Their opening song: 1 banana, 2 banana, 3 banana, 4. All bananas make a bunch of soda, maybe more. Over hill and highway, the banana buggies go. Coming up to bring you the Banana Split show. Yep, the Banana Splits. At last, and they had basically these guys in their costumes doing their little skits and such, and they would have little mini cartoons like the Arabian Nights. They had a live action series in there called Danger Island, in which you would see a very young, and I mean very young, you might know the character from Airwolf, Mr. Stringfellow Hawk himself. Started his career right here off the Banana Split show. You also have Micro Adventures, Arabian Nights, The Three Musketeers, and the Chattanooga Cats were all part of this. But the Danger Island set off of this, it was hilarious. Let's see here. Now that I'm trying to think of his name, I can't think of it right now off the top of my head. But what's really funny is they made the Banana Splits horror movie out of it. Tra-la-la horror. And it is actually not bad. Basically, they made the Banana Splits basically Five Nights at Freddy's. They're animatronic, and they are not your friends. And it takes place at the Banana Splits Theater film studios. It's actually a fun movie to watch. You might actually want to watch it a little bit if you ever get the chance. I actually enjoyed it. I had to catch it because I enjoyed the Banana Splits. Now, some people got it because they're like, oh, it's the Banana Splits. And they're like, what in the world did they do? But there is actually a Banana Splits movie that they did. Believe it or not, the Beyond Westworld one, I got it at MegaCon. The Beyond Westworld Fears and the pilot for the Robinsons Lost in Space pilot episode that never aired. That's also from MegaCon. And since you came in late, let me find it real quick. The Roger Corman Fantastic Four movie, The Lost Fantastic Four. This is actually not bad. This, believe it or not, they kind of closely followed the origin of this with the Fantastic Four movie that they did. Like how their way they felt corresponds with their powers. How Reed is always stretching himself thin with what he does. How Sue always felt like the not being seen by everyone. That's what they felt like. And Ben always, but I'm not going to tell you any more about this unless you guys get a chance to actually see this. You might be able to actually find this possibly somewhere on YouTube. Sometimes it shows up. Yeah, Fears. I told you these guys. I think he was at the Lakeland Comic Con with us. Now this one here. I don't know how many of you guys know who Patrick Duffy is. He was his main call to fame that everyone knows him by was Bobby Ewing on Dallas, on the Dallas TV show. But he actually got his start on a pilot series TV show The Man from Atlantis. He was the Man from Atlantis. He played the character Mark. He was found in the water. They took him to a hospital. The doctor, Elizabeth, she's examining him and realizes why he's not recovering on oxygen. She examines his lungs and goes, about a futuristic train. That sounds like Super Train. Fears? That actually sounds like Super Train. Hey, Ghostbusters, what did you think of my little picture there for the thing? Godzilla versus the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. Who do you think will win? I think we're going to have a toasted marshmallow. But they only had 10 episodes of this before it canceled, but I was actually looking forward to more episodes of this. The first time I saw this, I was a kid. I actually saw this first episode at the same time I saw this movie at my uncle's house. And anytime something like this came out, I was watching it like a hawk. It was like a hero movie in the making. And believe it or not, as a kid, when I saw this, I actually learned how to swim like he did, which is basically the dolphin swim. And I could actually do it really good.
Looking at the chat in the room, and I saw Joey ask, "Where's the family?" So I wanted to pop in and say hi.
Joey, here comes trouble.
Hi, Joey. Hi, chat.
Don't break the camera, James. James. Yeah, now there's it. Oh, yes. Thank you.
Oh, crap.
Was that Echo Base? Yes, the Echo Base. They're really awesome. Unfortunately, my phone, YouTube only, my phone would only allow me to do 11 minutes at the time, but now that I can do live, I can actually do a more thorough Echo Base walkthrough on that one, like I did with Clono Photo and Hobby.
Hey, Nancy. All right, I'm going to head back to the back room and watch the stream while shiny hunting.
Why are you screaming so much? No. Oh, wait a minute, James, while you're up here,
yeah,
I got a bit of Nerd Haul that I wanted to show James while he's up here. Because I don't know how many of you saw my little short from the Mercantile. Mercantile Antiques and Uniques. But I purchased two very interesting items from there that I am going to have. I'm just going to skip ahead on this bit of Nerd Haul that he don't even know about yet.
What's that?
What's this? It's a surprise. I came across this thing and I had to go back after this item.
Cool. You do live nerd hauls. Cool stuff.
Oh, wait till you see this nerd haul.
It kind of looks like the Batman utility belt a little bit. Oh, Deadpool.
Yes, it is a.
Dave's a cool dad.
Yes, it's a Deadpool belt. With belt buckle and everything. No, I do not have two pistiolas. No, I have not got him two gold-plated Desert Eagles yet. Yes, I know.
As the rapper
But
his tail.
But there is one other item that James does not know about yet. He's going, ooh, the anticipation.
And I also want to show off my nerd haul, if that's all right with you, Dad.
I'm thinking about it. There it is. Gotta find the tape.
Bear said, I will have to look up Space Odyssey. Also, hi, Fears. I don't have tattoos and neither.
I have never gotten any tattoos, but I was thinking about doing a bear claw or a wind tattoo, which is basically looks like a hurricane.
Oh, okay. So Ghostbusters is just joking on that. He said, come on, Dad. Where's the Ghostbusters merch? Lol, JK, cool stuff.
I actually, let me think. I think I do have some ghosts, but you ready, guys?
Ow!
Piccolo got you.
A Deadpool mask. Surprised you don't being in the Navy. Gotta get a anchor.
Oh, well, the thing is, depending on where you're at, some of the places were too sketchy for those. Plus, you would have to have it way up high for a lot of those.
More like Deadpool, am I right, James? That is true, Visions.
But
What happened to the...
I told you I got to reinforce it.
Oh.
Are you sure? Who's for red light, green light?
2001, that is... Huh?
Yes, 2001: A Space Odyssey.
Oh!
And then there's 2010, the year we made contact. Yeah, Stanley Kubrick, a great director. But James didn't even know about these two items because he wants to do a Deadpool.
Yeah.
But this gives me the basis. And I got these at the Mercantile Antiques and Unique because the Intergalactic Trading Company set up a booth there. And I went in there the first time and was like, uh-oh, they've got these two items. They actually have a third item I have to go back and get to help out because they actually have the gloves as well. But these two are like the most important items because it's like, ooh, the belt.
Yeah. you wanted to show me on stream.
Yes, and he didn't even know he knew I had bought something. He was like, hint, hint, and he's like,
Should we tell them what I'm going to be doing?
What?
Next for the Wednesday?
Oh, James is excited because he's going to be going to Halloween Horror Nights in a week.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, he's going to with friends from school.
Yep.
Actually, one friend from school, one friend from from an online, but also from another school.
Yeah.
They're going to go on the 10th to Halloween Horror Nights. And we just went to the Navy Exchange today to see about tickets.
Yep.
Because they're $90, and it was like, went there and was like, oh, excellent.
Mm-hmm.
So I got to go to the Navy Exchange probably Tuesday or Wednesday this week, get him his tickets for next week, because we had to coordinate with all three of them to get tickets so that he could go.
I want chat to guess what the house I'm looking forward to is. You already know, so don't tell them. And there's 5 IP houses. Horrors of the Y6, which is a WWE house, Jason Universe, Terrifier, Five Nights at Freddy's, and Fallout. So out of those 5 IP houses, try and guess which one I'm most excited for.
Can I give you 3 guesses and the first 2 don't count? Not. Hey, James. Grab me the display. My military, the rope display. The board.
Oh, got it?
Yeah. No. No, the other one. Over there. Over there.
That?
With all the ropes.
With all the ropes? Can we get? No. I don't even know.
The picture frame one?
Oh, that with all the boats?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Now, this.
Oh. Yes, Nancy!
What?
She guessed Freddy.
1, 2, Freddy's coming for you.
Yep. I'm excited for the 5 Nights at Freddy's house.
I would love them to do Puppet Master. This is actually 9 movies in this one. But we're gradually getting James hooked on
Horror.
On the horror movies. He's came loose. I was actually looking for a couple other movies tonight to
3 and 4 better lock your door. Nancy said,
5,
boom, lol.
6, grab your crucifix. 7, 8, better stay awake. 9, 10, never sleep again.
But yeah.
Yes, I used to do that at Universal at one of the metal detector checkpoints over by Nickelodeon Studios. As people were coming up to get wanted to go into Halloween Horror Nights. Every once in a while, we'd have someone turn around and walk the other way. I wonder why.
But yeah, Nancy.
I also used to wear occasionally my yellow contacts.
Oh, the ones that you did for your Jiraiya cosplay,
yes,
right?
Yes, and with black light nearby, they glow in the dark.
Oh, wow. That makes it even creepier.
Yeah, they look creepy. I also have the ones with the spirals.
Oh, yeah. For your Jiraiya Akoski.
Oh yes. But yeah, but if you ever get a chance to watch Thunderbirds, I actually enjoyed it. They actually did a CGI continuation of the Thunderbirds, a computer CGI, and it's actually well done. There's actually a Japanese uh, television parody of the Thunderbirds that's available on YouTube. That is hilarious. It's basically a comedy skit that is hilarious as anything. And I thoroughly enjoyed that as well because I love the spoof movies like that when they do that type of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this movie here, I've always enjoyed.
It
is a lot. It is a lot, and James, I've showed this to before. It is technically a live action comic book. Flash Gordon. I don't know how many of you have actually seen this movie. It's music by Queen. And when I was a teenager, when it first came out, I don't know how many times I watched this movie. And I saw this movie at least twice a week for I don't know how many times. I actually ran into a kid there, and we became best friends. And his name was Brett, and we became best friends and such up until I went into the military. And it was like, it was one of the best movies I had. It was like the music and everything. Queen was like, damn. And I was at the time I was a hardcore Star Trek fan. I had Star Trek everywhere. This was when Star Trek first came out. Star Trek the motion picture. I had up to that point I had Star Trek, all the Star Trek books, blueprints, the little FASA miniatures, and you name it, I had the stuff. I even had the Star Trek technical manuals. It was like, bam. It was like all over the place. But hey, you never know what you're going to find. Another old program I was a big fan of, that I used to have some of the toys, including the ones that actually shot missiles and such, was Battlestar Galactica, the original series. This is the actual original movie that Battlestar Galactica started off with. Basically, right after Star Wars got released, Battlestar Galactica came out. What's really funny about Battlestar Galactica, the original design for the Vipers, the ships that the colonial pilots used, the original design for those ships got changed to what you see in the original TV show and later used in the remake. The original design for the Vipers was later reused for another movie/show that Fears is currently watching. Buck Rogers. Those starfighters that they fly in Buck Rogers was the original Viper design. They didn't use those for Battlestar Galactica at the time because they were too close to the Star Wars fighter ships of the movie, and they didn't want to get sued. Yes, James.
On the stream in the back room, the light right here is a little too bright.
The light is too bright. How's that, guys? Is that better?
Did we lose Dave?
Am I still here?
Let me go check in the back room real quick.
Go check, James.
All right.
Okay, I'm back. Did you hear? Did you hear anything about the Battlestar Galactica?
Stream is still on.
Let me do this here. Ooh. Turn that on, James.
I got it.
Turn it on. And what I can do is slightly change the angle of that. There you go. That should take
some of it.
Okay. Okay. Battlestar Galactica, I'll go over a little bit of it again. When this was filmed, the Vipers that they used for this, the original Vipers, were not used. They ended up using what you currently see in the original series, and in the new series, when they did Battlestar Galactica, what they ended up doing, they changed the original Viper to what you currently see. What they originally designed for the Viper, they reused for Buck Rogers, which became the starfighter that Buck Rogers flies in the series. How cool is that? That nothing went to waste. That's what I really think is excellent. The reuse of designs. Hey, when you got special effects, you got to use the special effects, guys. Now, some of this stuff got shown on my live, but like I said earlier, I'm a big Judge Dredd fan, and this is, let me bring it up closer, my Judge Dredd, Judge Death minifigures. There we go. That's better. These action figures. This is a 2022 San Diego Comic-Con exclusive item that I got at Lakeland Toy Con. This was like, oh boy, got to get that. It was like, went around and then I came back and was like, okay, I want that. This item, I am glad I bought it when I did. I saw it and it was like, should I, shouldn't I, should I, shouldn't I? And it was like, oh God, my Godzilla animation card. I got it for $30. The guy had on at 40. It was like, want it. After I bought it, left the guy. I came back. The other card he had, just like this one. 3 minutes later, 3 minutes after I left, the other one went poof, sold. That fast. It's like, damn. Sometimes when you see it, you got to get it. Now, this item here, that's my Ultraman Science Patrol patrol ship. I have two of other ships like this, but those are from Ultra 7. Those two items are up there with my Rodan up there on the shelf, right above my head. This will be going in there with it. I actually have the Ultraman Ultra 7 and the Ultraman figure already. So that will go with those guys. There's actually 3 other vehicles in this set. The car and the sub and another flying craft that I'm going to be on the lookout for. Finding those type of things are hard to do. Now, one of the things I'm going to do real quick is shout out to Atomic Core. I'm going to do a shout out to Echo Base. But Echo Base Collectibles, 6001 South Orange Avenue. For Echo Base, Atomic Core at 4805 East Colonial Drive in Orlando. Colonial Photo and Hobby at 635 South Mills Avenue. And coming up in November, this is year 10. This is going to be at the Orlando Doubletree by SeaWorld on November 14th through the 16th, 2025. We've got Ranger Stop, year 10 at the Orlando Doubletree by SeaWorld. The Power Rangers and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So that's November 14th through the 16th. For anyone that's interested in that, let me get that more centered up and better view. It looks like it's going to be original Rangers. Let's see here. It looks like Wild Force and looks like possibly Zeo Rangers. That was already gone by.
No.
Oh, Collector World Outpost. Let's see here.
And they're hosting a card show.
Oh, they're going to be hosting a card show. I'm not sure what the date is on that one.
It says it on there.
No, that was the past one. That was May 31st. But there's another one coming up. I'm not sure what the date is. We got that one somewhere around. But the Collector World Outpost, which is a local
if I'm
group.
correct, he said that it was September 17th, or not 17th, 27th, I think.
September 27th for them.
Yeah.
If that's true, I think there might be at the Wyndham iDrive Avanti. I'll double check on that one. I'll get back to you guys on this one for the card show, if anyone collects cards.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Got a whole bunch more
shout outs
and cons coming up for you guys. We've got Daytona Beach Comic Con coming up on the here we go. Daytona Beach Comic Con Comic Convention, September 6th and 7th. This one here is going to be pretty good. At the Tommy, this is basically, oh wow, Tommy Lawrence Arena, 3150 East New York Avenue in DeLand.
Now, I might go to this con mainly because even though I don't collect comic books, there's a chance that I could find manga there or collectibles.
Oh yeah. Now we've gone here quite a few times. This is actually where I met Bill Whitting, the artist for
The Tick?
The Tick.
Yeah.
I am the Tick. And I got 3 of his prints of his artwork.
Mm-hmm.
He is a really nice guy. And now that I can go live, I'll actually be able to do an interview with him when we go, if he's there.
Mm-hmm.
There's let's see when this one is. September, if you're over by West Palm Beach, in September 19th through the 21st.
You like DBZ.
Dragon Ball Z. I actually used to watch that.
Yeah, Dad used to watch it, but I don't really care for Dragon Ball, mainly because...
Well, are you sure you're my son?
Well, the reason why I don't care about Dragon Ball is because it's mainly focusing on fights instead of actual story.
Speaking of Dragon Ball, that's one of the things I'm going to talk about on my next...
I got a giant Dragon Ball Z manga box set a few years back.
Oh, yeah.
Not bad.
Yes, manga box, go! But there's going to be a Comic-Con over in West Palm Beach for anyone that's interested that lives in the West Palm Beach area. Let's see.
Those are all the upcoming cons.
Let's see here, yeah. Hall of Heroes pop culture events, Ancient City Con, Ancient City Con's coming up basically very quickly
Yeah.
up in St. Augustine. Then you also got Wasabi Con coming up in Jacksonville.
Yeah. And both of those are like any genre.
Basically, yeah.
Cons.
They might be, particularly Wasabi Con is more anime,
Anime.
but it does cover the whole spectrum of conventions.
Yeah.
So if you are up there in the
But-
Jacksonville area, I do recommend catching them out.
But MegaCon is the massive one.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's also like San Diego Comic Con
Yeah.
or New York Comic Con. It might say Comic Con,
Yeah.
but those things cover a ton, and I mean a ton
Yeah.
of stuff. Let's see. November 16th over here in Orlando, over in Lake Nona area, you have the Nona Collects Comic Con. It's a one-day convention. You might be interested in this one, Fears, if you like comics and such. Free entry, 100 vendor tables, heavy comic book focus. Vendors buying, selling, trading. CGC comic submissions are going to be there.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, Joey. Before we continue on, my dad actually showed me a movie. And that got me into watching another new anime.
Oh, yes. We just watched Justice League Ruby.
Mm-hmm.
Part 1 and part 2.
Yep.
And what do you think of it, James?
It's good, and it was also very funny.
Yes. Basically, the
Have you
Justice
watched
League.
Berserk?
Let's see here, Berserk. I think I may have caught some of it once before.
But yeah, my dad showed me those two movies, and now I'm watching the Ruby series, and it is funny. And you can watch the Justice League X Ruby on parts 1 and 2 on HBO Max.
Mm-hmm.
Just passed.
Yeah, it's passed, but this one was. These might be passed, but I think they'll probably end up with another one later.
Yeah.
First Coast Comic Con. This was back in July 12th.
There are some Mortal Kombat animated movies on HBO.
Yes.
I watched recently. They were actually good.
Yes, they were. Mortal Kombat! There's actually a series of them focusing on Johnny Cage,
Mm-hmm.
Sub-Zero, Scorpion, and all of them.
Yeah.
It's actually really cool.
Oh, that's signing into the Fire TV.
Yeah, back there.
Yeah.
Yeah, those animated movies are actually really good. I've seen the live action ones, the minis, or actually the series ones. Some of them are good, some of them are bad. I watched the Mortal Kombat movies, especially the ones where they did the animality ones, where he turned into a dragon, so to speak. Now, what's funny, the actor that played what?
I think it was Scorpion, right? And Sub-Zero, I think.
Well, no, I was talking about one of the main characters. This guy has played in Abraxas. He played in Dr. Mordred.
I tried to watch those. I couldn't do it, lol.
Oh, what, the Mortal Kombat animated?
Well,
Or
no,
the live actions?
he's probably talking about the live action.
if he's talking about their live action live action series ones,
Yeah.
they can get somewhat confusing.
Yeah.
The movies, they tried to do a storyline.
Yeah.
But I remember when those games first came out, I actually played them when they first came
Right.
out. We had an arcade called the Fun Machine that I used to go up and play all the time. Now, James's Nerd Hall, Joey, he actually made a good deal. Where's that triple set of cards? Or did you take them out of the plastic?
Huh? Oh, I took them out of the plastic, but they're in here.
Dude.
They're in the tin. And then the Pokeball is in the binder here.
James at the Lakeland Comic Con got 100. Lakeland?
Oh, yeah, Lakeland.
Got 150 Japanese Pokemon cards. Okay, he ended up with 155 Japanese Pokemon cards. Oh, move a second. And about a year and so ago, if you remember on my live stream, pull that out a little bit, he ended up on those triple pulls where he goes through and looks for the energy card. This is the card he pulled as a prize. I'm trying to get it because this thing is a hollow. A graded hollow Charizard. It's a 8 Charizard V hollow. Unfortunately, it don't show too well up on camera with all the lighting. Did you get any good finds in the in your haul, James?
Only one thing that I got from the Prismatic Evolutions box was a Pokeball Great Tusk.
If you got an original run there, Joey, there's a good possibility you've got some gold in those. You definitely want to get those out of the attic. Let's see.
That's the Pokeball.
This Pokeball?
Yeah, that's a Pokeball Great Tusk.
You got a Great Tusk?
Pokeball rare.
Oh, it's a Pokeball rare.
Yeah. Basically, that runs for like, I want to say like $1 maybe.
About $1?
Yeah.
We can...
See, I was going for the main chase in the set, which is the Umbreon.
This is one of the shout-outs he wants to do for EXO. It's a possibility for the next setup at Avanti.
Yeah.
He might be working the convention. James might be.
Yeah.
He might have a job. Working the convention.
And then I'll sit in.
And he's also talked with Liz and Jeff. Well, he's talked with Liz and Jeff about possibly being a volunteer at the Avanti convention as well.
Hey, Dad, do you mind if I sit in the chair so I can show off the Japanese cards to the chat?
You want to take over my chair?
Yeah.
You want to take over my chair?
Yeah.
He wants to take over my chair. What do you guys think? Should he take over my chair?
Huh?
What do you think, guys? Should I let him?
Because I got that tin right there that I can show off as well, and Morpeko that I got from that guy that 1 year.
Okay, what I can do is I can take some of these things back with me, and I can
Yeah.
get them out of the way.
Yeah.
While I'm doing it.
And there goes one of the. Oh, Everything's dropping. Okay. Hold on.
Okay. Diamonds.
Yes.
I'll set that there. Uh-oh.
James,
I'm going to. It's going to happen sooner or later.
James,
Yeah.
check that thing there out of the way.
Yeah, I know. Nancy. All right, James, hurry up.
All right. Coming.
Go ahead.
All right. So, chat. I am gonna show off the 155 Japanese cards that I got from our friend Pokey Kid.
Yeah, Pokey Kid.
I gotta do it.
Carefully.
Yeah, I gotta do it carefully because it's a lot of cards.
Well, you don't have to go through all of them.
Right. Excuse me. All
Did
right.
you get any on you?
No. All right. So I got a Japanese fortress, a Japanese Satotl, a Japanese swallow. The light over here is too bright. Like they can't really see the cards.
It's not that one that's doing it.
Really? Hold on.
Well, try it.
Read them in Japanese.
You can't read Japanese.
Yeah, I can't read Japanese, unfortunately. But yeah, I got Japanese swallow, a Metatite Japanese.
You gotta hold them at an angle, James, for not clear.
Oh, okay. Rodom, a Team Ruckus Flaffy from the Destined Rivals packs. Porygon. It looks good without the light on. Alright. I'll tell my dad that when he comes back. I got a Team Ruckus Porygon, a Manectric, a sandwich from the... I don't know what set that's from, but I got a sandwich from Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, a Primeape. Ah, my arm's getting tired. I got a Arrokuda, Team Rocket's Houndoom, Team Rocket's Porygon again, Archer. That's Team Rocket's Porygon Z. Team Rocket's Pupitar, a Combuskin, Rotom Wash again. That's Team Rocket's Nidorina actually. A Crustle, which I'm actually shiny hunting for in Pokemon's Sword and Shield. If I'm correct, this is the Earthian Vessel from the Paradox Rift packs. Yukamori, a Yukamori Toxel. Now, if you don't know, Yukamori is famous for her Pokemon clay, or her clay Pokemon cards, actually. So people call these the Yukamori arts. So that's a fun fact for you guys. Right here is a Team Rocket's Muck, Weasel, Ethan's Quilava, I don't know what the name of this card is, but I think I pulled that in Prismatic Evolutions. So yeah, I got that. I got Tinka Tough, which is the evolved form of Tinka Tink. Vanillish. A Team Rocket's Need Arena. Hold on, I'm lowering the chair real quick. Ethan's, I got an Ethan. Now, the Destined Rivals Pokemon card packs are basically a relaunch of the, Team Rocket set from a long time ago. Alright, right here you got a Natu from Pokemon Go, actually. From the Pokemon card, or Pokemon Go card set, actually. Which included multiple Pokemon from all regions that were added in Pokemon Go. A Combuskin. A Future Watch, actually. From, I think, Paradox Rift, which is the Scarlet and Violet packs. Team Rocket's Blipbug. Giovanni, which is, you got a Giovanni right here. Now, one of the big hitters in the Destined Rivals packs are Ethan's Typhlosion Full Art, Cynthia's Garchomp, or no, SIRs for, the SIR for Ethan's Typhlosion, the SIR for Cynthia's Garchomp, and the, Giovanni's Mewtwo SIR. That one is the most expensive card. This are cool, yeah. There's a Pineco. See, I'm giving you a little fact about some of the newer cards. This is the Team Rocket Hideout. Here. A Smeargle. And if you don't know, in Pokemon Go, whenever you take a picture of your buddy, so in this case, the Barrel here, you have a chance of a Smeargle photobombing you. And you can only get one Smeargle per day in Pokemon Go. So that's a fun fact since I've played Pokemon Go since 2016 now. You got a Nest Ball. Larry, who is one of the most popular gym leaders in or has the biggest fan base in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. I think first place behind Iono, who is my favorite gym leader. And the reason why people like him is because he is a gym leader, but he's also an Elite Four member. You got a Squawkabilly. Team Rocket's Raticate. Varoom. Another futuristic watch. I don't know the name of this in English because I never pulled this before. But it's from the Paradox Rift, I think. booster box. Lotad, which I'm gonna be shiny hunting for in my alphabet challenge. Noivern. What?
You opened up the 10?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's an old tin.
I know, but didn't you have your special ones in that? Oh.
I put them all in my binder. Yukamori are Punkaboo.
Youngest child, David.
No, not yet.
Another Lotad. Fomantis. And I'm actually giving them information on some of the cards. Like, I told them about how Destined Rivals is actually a remake of the old school Team Rocket sets.
Mm-hmm. And I saw it on the TV.
Oh, yeah. Badu.
But
Nidoran, Team Rocket's Nidoran female. Team Rocket's Flaffy. Caterpie. My boy Croconaw.
So you got Croconaw.
Lacey, who is one of the like basically the Elite Four or gym leader for the Blueberry Academy in Scarlet and Violet DLC. And she uses, I think, fairy types. I don't know because I don't have the DLC, but I know that in the DLC she is one of the Elite Four students, basically. Not like the Elite Four in regular story for Scarlet and Violet. You got Snover, a Bouffalont, Lavencia, home to the third gym leader, Iono, who is my favorite gym leader. Aerocuda. Hold on. Skarmory. Gimmighoul. So, people actually don't like the shiny for Gimmighoul, mainly because you can't really tell the shiny apart. It's the same with Dodango. You can't really see the shiny for them. You got a Sandslash. Now, these 5 cards I got from some of the 5 cards that I got here are from a pack I opened. I got a Marshadow, Lieutenant Surge, C-Dot, Bagon, and then the other couple ones I got from PokeKid, which I've told you before. I got Misty, or Misty's Lapras, actually. Brock. I think this card, in, if I remember correctly, in English, this is Brock's Grit. So a remake of a very old card from base set. And then I got Professor Turo. And depending on which game you choose, depending on if it's Scarlet and Violet, Violet is the one that has Professor Turo, while Pokemon Scarlet has Professor Sada. And now we're on to the last couple of cards. And then I'll show you what I got from Prismatic. So I got Elekid. I got it looks like a town center or a mall. I don't know what this is, honestly. Team Rocket's Arbok. Gliscor. Medicham. Team Rocket's Porygon. Pineco. Team Rocket's Grimer. Talo. Team Rocket's Flaffy. Team Rocket's Jingling. Skarmory. Team Rocket's Zubat. Team Rocket's Nidoran Female. Shroomish. Team Rocket's Mimikyu. And fun fact, in the anime, Jesse's Mimikyu actually attacks Ash's Pikachu because apparently Mimikyu doesn't like Pikachus. So that's an interesting fun fact for you guys. Whittle. I think this one might be like Team Rocket jail, maybe. But I'm not too sure. And then I got Clefable. Iono's Tadbulb.
Is that too loud in here?
No.
Okay. Are they asking what that is?
Huh? I don't know how you can keep up with all this. Hey, I'm sorry for going too fast. It's just that
unfortunately I'm the one that got him hooked on it.
Yeah, that's the one that got me hooked on collecting Pokemon cards. So blame him and not me. But I'm trying to go as fast as I can, so that way I'm not taking up too much of my dad's stream time. I got a Matang right here. I got another one of these. I don't know what it says in Japanese, but I think this is like some sort of department store or mall. Lol, you know your stuff. Hell yeah, I do, Nancy. And I watch like a lot of Pokemon card YouTubers and everything. So some of these I know, and some of the cards I don't know. But there are some cards that I don't know at all. But some of them I do know. Now when we get to the prismatic cards, like my dad showed you from the binder here, was my Pokeball Great Tusk. And the the major hits that you can get from the Prismatic Evolutions card set is the Sylveon, the Master Ball Umbreon, and then the Sunbreon, which is the most expensive card actually. Right now in retail, if you get it graded, it would be a like a 10. It would probably be worth around $1,000. But if you have it just raw, not graded or anything, it's worth almost $900. And I was hoping to get that, or even a God Pack. I got a penny right here. A Glimmet. Rabska, which is supposed to be based off of a Egyptian scarab, actually. Arven's Toadscrew. Misty Staryu. Applin. Fire Mask, Ogerpon. Now, when it comes to Ogerpon, depending on which mask you give him, he can transform into those different types. So, like, for example, this one, it turns him into a fire type. The Steel Mask turns him into a steel type. The Water Mask turns him into a water type. And then the regular Mask turns him into a grass type. You got a Team Rocket's Pokeball here. Huntail. Shelmet. Another Yukamori Art Toxel. Team Rocket's Coughing. Heat Rotom. I think I have like all the Rotoms. The only one I think is the Fridge and regular Rotom. And then I got a Team Rocket's Orbeetle. Team Rocket's Pupitar. Team Rocket's Nidoran Female. Or not Nidoran Female. Nidorina.
Get it right the first time.
Team Rocket's Dottler.
Hey, if you need to run somewhere.
Could I try some of that? If it's alright. Hey, at least I'm asking before taking. Thank you. It kind of tastes like mango a little bit.
Peach.
Oh, peach?
Yes, I made a peach smoothie.
That tastes good.
Mm-hmm. Everything's peachy.
$1. Hey, Dad. Is there a chance that you can make me another watermelon?
No watermelon.
Slush? No more watermelon. You know, this kind of sounds weird, but how about a broccoli slush? A Rotom Mo.
Rotom the barrel.
Lily's Cutie Fly.
And that's what you need to do is put Rotom with bar barrel. Then we can Rotom the bar barrel. We'll
Ha!
have a bar barrel of fun.
Fido.
Sick 'em, Fido. Sick 'em.
But yeah, that's for some reason that's what they named the that Pokemon, Fido. And then when Nancy said broccoli slush, no! Hey, it's a good thing to try.
In the mortal words of Joe Piscopo from Johnny Dangerously, my mother did it once. Once. That's another movie I need to review for everyone.
Oh,
Yeah.
I still don't know what this is.
Let me see.
It's in Japanese, so I don't know how to say it.
No, actually, it looks like what it might be related to like one of the Lantern
Oh,
Pokemon.
like Lampent or Litwick line.
Yeah,
Okay,
like one of the Ghost Pokemon.
yeah, but it's a item.
Never mind.
Yeah,
That might be a summoning.
a summoning thing.
Yeah.
Okay. A rare candy from the Pokemon Go card set.
Might want to put the ones that you've already gone through into the 10.
Oh yeah, sure.
That way, if you happen to bump the table, you're not playing 155 pickup.
True. You got Enstar Manitan. Pokemon Go Natu.
Not to do what?
Hi, Crackpot. Hope you're having a good day today. I got a Seadra here.
Yes, your dad is cracking you up.
Also, Crackpot, if you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm right now taking over Dad's stream for a little bit and showing off the Japanese Pokemon cards that I got from one of my friends.
He kicked me out of my chair.
I got a Banette. And I already gone through like all of, I think like 140 so far or something like that.
At least.
Yeah, at least
Well, not
because
140, at least 100.
yeah, at least 100 cards because I have a total of 155 Japanese cards. Yeah, 155 Japanese Pokemon cards. And been giving a little bit of tidbits along the way. I got Hop's Silly Cobra. Pangoro. That's some really good artwork. Hold on. Let me get it up close for the camera. That is some really good artwork for the Pangoro. Matang. And a skateboard. Growlithe. Team Ruckus, Neater and Female. And Crackpot. The Destined Rivals card packs. They're actually remakes of an old Pokemon card set, which was the Team Rocket set. Back in the base set era. I got a Team Rocket's Porygon. Also, the big hitters for Destined Rivals is the Cynthia card, the Ethan's Typhlosion, and Team Rock or Giovanni's Mewtwo. All SIRs, by the way. Team Rocket's Larvesta, or not Larvesta, Larvitar, Zorua, Duraludon, Postwick, Paris, I think this is either an expert belt or a muscle bracelet. I'm not too sure. Iono's Wattrell, Team Rocket's Flaffy, I think this one is an announcer girl. I can't really speak that good of Japanese, so I don't really know how to say some of the names of the trainer cards here. But some of the Pokemon cards I can say actually because I've been in the Pokemon game for quite a long time now. From Gen 3 version of Gen 1 all the way up to now basically with the newer sets of Scarlet and Violet. Manectric, Ens Purloin. If I'm correct, this is a Palafin. This is a Team or Pokemon Go Alolan Raticate. Pokemon Go Zatu. Pampor. Tandemouse. I think this is another Future Watch. Don't know the name of it in Japanese or in English. This is a Pokemon catcher. And then this one right here is a Pikachu from Pokemon Go walking with his trainer. I think this one is from the I think this is from one of the trailers Pokemon Go did, actually. Talo. Metatite. Team Rocket Bomb, I think. Team Rocket's Flappy. Medicham. A Lurantis. A Team Rocket Dark Energy or Shadow Energy. I don't know what it is. Iono's Wattrell. Rotom Fan. Team Rocket's Nidoran Female, Probopass, and the last card from the 155 total Japanese cards that I got is Fortress. Now I have like 4 more Japanese cards, but they're not from the stack that I got. They're from the same guy, PokeKid. And he gave them to me for free. And basically what it does is is a Morpeko VMAX promo card, but it goes up to oh crap. I accidentally put this upside down. Hold on 1 second. But basically, this Morpeko promo card can go into can basically be can merge into one giant card, basically into one giant card. All of it is the same. It's just got it's just a Morpeko with it being able to combine. Now, I'm gonna try and take out the Pokemon cards that I put in the binder so that way I can show them off individually real quick. And all of them are in sleeves. And that's because I don't and that's because I don't want them to get dirty or anything. Because they lose value if they get dirty and everything. But some of the cards that I do have aren't in sleeves because I don't have any more. So they're just hanging out loosely. So I'll save the ones that are in sleeves. And all right. So first off, I'm gonna show you all the different ones I got from, or I'm gonna show you all the rare. I just gotta flip some of them over real quick. All right, there we go. All right, so the first sleeve one that I have here is Area Zero Underdepths from the Stellar Crown, and this is the golden card. I'm showing off these from the sleeves. or from the binder.
Mm-hmm.
And then I also got a illustration rare Joltik from Stellar Crown as well. And those were that was like my first time ever opening up Stellar Crown, actually. And then I got the 25th anniversary Pikachu here. Now this costs $7, but if you get it graded, it could be worth $700 as a PSA 10.
Now, the thing is, did you pay $7 for that?
No.
See, that's what you got to specify.
Yeah.
It's worth.
Well, yeah, it's worth.
And you need to sit up higher.
Okay.
Let's take a look at your face in there. Much better. You're getting smaller.
All right. So the next card that I got is the Zapdos EX from 151 Japanese card pack. Now, I don't know how much the Japanese one of this goes for, but I think it's like every other EX and everything. I think it's worth about $1.50 maybe. The one that is the big hit was the Zapdos SIR that has all 3 birds in it, which is pretty expensive. But the biggest hit from the 151 set is the SIR Charizard that's flying in the background. Because if I'm correct, that's worth like raw. It's I think $250 if you pull it.
Pull.
And then I got a Zacian V here. Oh, I accidentally pulled 2 cards. The Morpeko VMAX, which I showed you from the thing, but smaller. I got a shiny Galarian Ponyta. Come on. There we go. Shiny Galarian Ponyta. A shiny Corviknight. And these are from, if I remember correctly, I got these from, it wasn't Shining Legends or Shining Fates. What's that card pack that has the what's that? I forgot what the card pack is. Where you pull the Hidden Fates. That's what it is.
Brain fart.
Yeah, I was having a massive brain fart. But the Galarian Ponyta and the Corviknight shinies I got from Hidden Fates. I got a Delta Species Mimic from the 25th anniversary card pack. Now, Dad. One second, chat. I'll be right back. Hey, Dad. I need you to explain this so that way they know which pack it's from and what decade it's from. Alright, I'm back. So, the next one I got is a Hollow Team Magma's Aggron that my dad gave me a long time ago. He doesn't remember what decade it's from, or, from what card set it's from. And then I got Glaceon VMAX, which is from the, Advent Calendar, actually. Light Truck's Toxtricity from 25th Anniversary. A Glaceon V from the Advent Calendar. I got a Galarian Surfetched VMAX. If I remember correct, or V actually. And if I remember correctly, I got this from, I think, Vivid Voltage or Chilling Rain. I don't remember which card set I got this from, but I remember that I got it from those two. Delmi's VMAX.
Boy, you're maxing out.
Sorry it's taking me this long. I got a Shiny Skeletor's VMAX, which is from Paldean Fates. And he's my boy because my favorite Pokemon, my favorite starter Pokemon from that generation is Fuecoco, actually. And then I got the Alolan Vulpix V from the Advent Calendar. I'm still here playing games and listening. Alright. And then I got Rillaboom V, which I also got from Chilling Rain, if I remember correctly. Alright, now for the non-sleeved ones. And the first three that I'm going to... And the first three I'm going to show are promo cards from that box I opened of Prismatic Evolution.
And you were supposed to leave those three in the plastic.
Yeah, but I can always sleeve them whenever I find sleeves again.
Uh-huh.
But the first three are promo cards that I got from Prismatic Evolution. The Jolteon Hollow, the Flareon Hollow, and the Vaporeon Hollow.
Yeah, and I told you to leave those three in the plastic holder.
Right.
Because each one of those were worth $6.95 each.
Yeah.
And you took them out of the plastic.
Yeah. Now I got this from when we did that pack opening.
Yep.
Which is the Kyogre V.
Yep, when he did the 3-pack opening, he got the Kyogre V.
Yep. And the final thing, which is the Great Tusk Pokeball.
Yep.
From Prismatic Evolution.
Yep.
Alright.
You are the weakest link. Goodbye.
Alright, now I got one more item to show, and then I'll take it back to my dad.
What's that?
Or not one more pack, but one more thing to show, which is the stuff that I pulled from Prismatic.
What's that? Oh. One more thing.
Yeah. If I can open it.
Do you remember how?
There we go.
Oh, shoot.
And some of the packs I opened at the PokeKid. Yeah. Alright, so the first one I got from Prismatic was... You okay?
Yeah.
Sorry. First one I got is a Budu Reverse Hollow from Prismatic. A Rescue Board from Prismatic, which is a reverse hollow. I got a Halucha actually. And fun fact, I don't know if anyone wants to hear spoilers, but for Legends EA, we got another announcement for a new Mega Pokemon that came out, which was Mega Halucha. Actually. So Halucha is getting a Mega now. You got the festival grounds from Kitakami. Ogre mask. And these are the masks that transforms Ogre actually. You got the water, steel, fire, and grass.
Away from the chalupa. All right.
You got a Slowpoke. A Spritzy. Houndour.
What head?
Hippopotas.
Get him started. She just got him riled up.
A Steel type energy. A Jolteon Hollow. Whismur Hollow. Groudon Reverse Hollow. Eevee Reverse Hollow. Suicune.
How sweet it is.
Rescue Board. A Binding Mochi. Riolu. Miltank. Dreepy. Hoot.
With a hoot.
A Hollow Energy.
Pure energy.
Another Reverse Hollow Groudon. A Hollow Umbreon, which I got from Prismatic actually. Crispin. Executor. Kirin. Execute. Eevee. Pupitar.
You.
Badoo. A Hollow Energy. A Alolan Geodude. Togedemaru. Chinchou. Rotom. I do have a regular Rotom, but it is English. Mareep. A Yukimori or Tynamo. Plusle. A Porygon. Professor's Research. Incineroar. Quaxley. Sunkern, Fampy, Sandile, Purloin, Hollow Bulbasaur from the Detective Pikachu set, Pokemon Go Natu, Tinkatink, Flabebe, Drowsy, Ghastly, and then I got another Ghastly, Azelf, Hey Fears, Golisopod. I'll try to hurry up so that way my dad can get back to streaming. Poltergeist, Team Ruckus Nidoran Female, Sneasel, Drifloon, and Mr. Mime. And that's all the Pokemon cards I got from my nerd haul. I'm done.
All right.
I'm sorry for taking up your most of the time, Dad. But I had a pretty big nerd haul.
All right. Well, I had time to make stuff for you.
Huh?
And grab a few other items that I needed to bring out anyway. Pick that up. Put that down. Hey guys, I'm back. Hey Fears. By the way, I do actually happen to have a steel book. Yes, I have Watchmen, the Tales of the Black Freighter, and steel. Don't remember where I got it, but I added it to my collection a while back. But a few more items from my nerd haul. Got this at the Tampa convention that met up with Fears and Sega. This is one of those little, basically you would call it a blockbuster rewind. Comes with a rewind, and this is actually the Chase. It's a gold Cylon Centurion in the case. And like I said, it comes with a little blockbuster card that tells you what the item is. So that was actually a good little find there. I got this little guy for like about $5. They normally are the silver ones. And like I said, I love that show as a kid. That one, Buck Rogers, the Star Trek series. I actually had a huge Star Trek collection and such. When the Matthew Broderick Godzilla came out, I got a, believe it or not, I have one of the Taco Bell cup holders. I didn't bring it back out of the bedroom back there, but I do have one of the Godzilla cup holders that go into the car that you can put a cup in. And I also have, hey James, do me a favor, run in the back and get the Godzilla cup holder.
Sure.
But I also happen to have Godzilla trading card from the movie. How cool is that, guys? Believe it or not, I found this at Echo Base. That card, this set of cards. And something Fears might be interested in that he can get there at Echo Base too. Complete with the bubble gum. Ghostbuster 2 movie cards from Topps. This one is a complete card set, still sealed with the bubble gum. Yes, I've come here to kick ass and chew bubble gum. And there's the bubble gum. Actually, I'm going to have to go back and get another set of the cards so I can see what cards are in the pack, because I ain't opening up that one. And here is the Godzilla cup holder. Complete, unbroken. This thing will still hang. I think I got another one of these still in the plastic somewhere. I believe I have 2 of these bad boys somewhere. Put that someplace safe. This was a find at Walmart in their clearance area. Because I used to watch this TV show back in the 90s. Biker Mice from Mars, 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 Mars. I found Moto in their clearance aisle. Moto Mouse. Now I'm on the lookout for Vinny and Throttle, the other 2 Biker Mice. I actually saw all 6 of these guys at the Toy Con there in Lakeland. But if I can find these guys at Walmart, I'll definitely be picking up these guys. It was a damn good series. Unfortunately, it didn't last long. But man, it was an awesome show. Good concept and such. And the thing is, this series came out about the same time as the Toxic Crusaders and RoboCop and all that. It was like, believe it or not, they actually came out with a cartoon series, kind of computer generated, called the Butt Ugly Martians. They came out with some serious, weird cartoon shows for kids back in the 90s. And it was like, they actually got that out on the market. It was like, that is some serious, bizarre stuff there, guys. Now, Lantern, if you're still in here, what time are you planning on going on? Let's see, how many do we have in? Do we still only have 5 people in chat? I've been going on for about, well, with James and me, we've been going on for about 2 hours. Is anyone still here? Please let me know in the chat real quick, so I know I still got some people here. Hey, Joey, I'm glad to see you're still around. Okay, so I want to make sure that we are still alive, because I do see there's still 5 people around. I know Tina's still here. Hey, Nancy, glad to have you still here. Hey, she's number 1. Fears is number 2. Joey's number 3. All right, glad to have you guys still here. Let's take a look through my box of want to have autographed movies coming up. I am definitely looking forward. I've got to check out the Daytona Beach Comic Con to see who their special guests are going to be, so I can take go hunting through my DVD sets so I can get those autographs. Let's see. Oh, here's my best of DC Classic Justice Leagues. Man, I remember when the first Super Friends came out back in the day. They used to do special, you would call them previews of what cartoons were coming up for the fall. The lead up previews, and they would have different people doing those. It was always so cool. Pirates, Transformers, Deadpool, and the Vampire Assistant. Oh, yeah. Just seeing what all I got left in the box. Pirates, Dead Man's Chest, Pirates, The Curse of the Black Pearl, Transformers Prime. That was actually a good series, if you ever have a chance to see that. It's an animated. I got Darkness Rising in Season 1 of the Prime series. That was, it might be computer generated, but it was really good. That's another one that Jeffrey Combs is in. He was in that as Ratchet, the Med. Like I said, when I know there's going to be a specific artist and he's done the voice of some, and I've happened to have the movie for it, I'll try and get their autograph on that particular movie. I think I've went over most of these here with you guys. Oh yeah. I wish I'd had the chance to get Kevin Conroy's autograph before he passed away. That was a damn good artist there. Voice actor and such. That's a man that will be sorely missed. Mark Hamill, the Joker himself, said he will never do the voice of the Joker again when Kevin Conroy passed away. It was the Batman. Because out of honor for him. Because he had that much respect for the man. Because he was the Joker to his Batman. And he felt that it would be a disservice if he played the Joker for anyone else besides him. Let's see here. Other conventions that are going to be coming up in September. They have a competing convention going on over in Ocala, usually about the same time as Ancient City Con. So if you're over in the Ocala area and you're close to Ocala, then you are to St. Augustine, you might want to check them out. We have coming up in December, Holiday Matsuri. It's primarily anime, but they do have dealers that deal in other items. Let's see. But you never know what you're going to find or where. So I'm getting ready to sign off, guys. I want to let Lantern be able to do his coming up here shortly. Thanks for your coming in. I want to say thank you to the Ghostbusters for coming in. I want to do a shout out to Fearsman26 and Fears Vlogs as well. Shout out to Lantern. Shout out to Exhumed Visions. Check out exhumedvisions.com and check out his webpage and check out some of the items he has. I've actually checked it out. He's got some items there that I'm going to have to order from. And again, if you're in Orlando, check out some of the places I've already highlighted in some of my lives. I will be checking out other stores here in the Orlando area. You're welcome, guys. And the thing is, we also have local Ghostbuster clubs here in Orlando. In case we have any expiring Ghostbusters here in Orlando area. There's Ghostbusters here in Orlando, Claremont. You never know where you're going to find some Ghostbusters. So who are you going to call? And remember, they're here to believe you. Yes, I do know a lot of my movie lines. I saw Ghostbusters when it first came out, and just before I went in the Navy, and then I actually watched it while I was in the Navy in San Diego, California. Because in 1984, there wasn't much to watch. I went downtown and I saw The Last Dragon in the theaters. I saw Tank, The Philadelphia Experiment. You name it, I pretty much watched it at a theater because there wasn't much else to watch. And to be honest with you, the movie Tank with James Gardner was actually pretty damn good. About an old army man who had his own Sherman tank. And someone kidnapped his son and put him in jail in a work camp. And he went and rescued his son. And the son was arrested illegally and put into a work camp. Yeah, I believe it was in Georgia. And he went and took his own tank and went and rescued his son. And it is an interesting movie to watch. It was like, oh boy. So if you ever get a chance to watch that one, that's actually a pretty good movie to watch. I also saw Purple Rain in the theater. That's an interesting movie to watch too, with Prince, before he changed his name to The Symbol, formerly known as Prince. Oh yeah, I had a chance to see a lot of movies. And almost every one of them in the theaters. One of the earliest movies I remember seeing in the theaters, The Wizard of Oz, Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. I saw The Rescuers in the theater. That was over in Daytona Beach. And I remember after seeing The Rescuers coming out, my mom backed up with her little VW Bug, and her and another car locked bumpers. I'm like, oh, yeah. And I was just a kid. Real young kid. And they locked bumpers. And you had to bounce up and down on the cars and try and unlock those dang bumpers because they went and it clicked. And I'm like, oh, boy. And that was metal bumpers to bumpers. And when you lock bumpers, there is no way you had to bounce up and down and try and get them unlocked. It was, oh, man, that was bad. That was that was actually technically a waitress slash hooker that the father kind of rescued, that they were trying to spin Nancy. But yes, I do remember that movie, and it's been that many years ago. Oh, yeah, I remember it. I also remember seeing Superman, the movie, there over here in Altamont Springs when it first opened. I saw Excalibur in the theaters with my grandfather. And the fact that there was nudity in it. And, yep, Nancy. And that's the thing is, that's things I remember really clearly. And that was what was so special about the thing is you remember it, the opening nights and such of those movies. And I remember when I first saw the poster at the Altamont theater for the Ghostbuster symbol when I came out after seeing Superman the movie. And this is about the same time as THX Sound first came out. So when Superman logo came up and it went bump and I'm like, holy shoot. You were blasted to the back of your chair because you weren't expecting that level of music. It was like, oh God. It's like with Star Trek 4. Went and saw that over here before they changed the name, because Downtown Disney, now Disney Springs, has undergone many different names. At the time when I went and saw Star Trek 4, it was Pleasure Island. A friend of ours that we went and saw the movie with, he said, oh, by the way, this movie starts off with a bang. And they did the THS. The movie is listening. The audience is listening. Yeah, it started off with a bang. Yes, THX. The audience is listening. No, the audience is deaf because we were blasted to the back wall. Oh, yeah. Movies back in the 80s were 70, 80 bucks to buy one brand new when they first came out. It was years later that the prices started coming down. And I mean, years later. You were lucky to get one for like 30, 40 bucks at Blockbuster or someplace like that after it had been out for maybe 3 or 4 months. Because, and even then, one of the most watched and rewound movies that they had was Fast Times at Ridgemont High. And that's the movie with Phoebe Cates coming out of the pool. That scene there, section of the tape is the most stretched out, worn out part of that movie. Because they stop it, rewind, slow motion, that scene of her coming out of that pool. Yep. And when VCRs first came out, those VCRs were like $1,000 to $2,000 just about. I think $1,000 to $1,500 for a VCR. Computers were like through the roof also. And I remember the old Trash 80s at Radio Shack. TRS 80s, the Radio Shack had. Everyone referred to them as Trash 80s. Oh, yeah, I remember those. And then the Commodore 64s. Me and a friend of mine used to actually have an internet site on a Commodore 64 for a short while. Yeah, it's like, man, nowadays those things are considered dinosaurs. Because we actually used to play online computer games with those stupid things. And now look at us now with this type of stuff. It's amazing how far along we've come. And that was, what? Holy shoot. 40 years ago now. Well, actually, I remember on board the Anchorage when we had a Mac. One of the departments actually had one of the guys had a Mac. One of those self-contained Mac computers on board ship. I remember going to one of the berthing compartments and the guy had one. It was all self-contained with a mouse and everything, wired mouse. Couldn't really do much with the thing at the time, but there was one on board. Someone actually had one. But that's one thing I do remember going around the ship. I actually got the made connections with different departments and everything. Well, I'm going to go ahead and sign off for the night. If I'm correct, I've been on for almost 2.5 hours now. So I'll get set up. I'll probably be back on in about a week. It'll give me time to gather up some other movies and such. Next weekend, either Saturday or Sunday, I will probably be going over to the Daytona Beach Comic Con. I don't know if I'm going to buy anything or not. But James can also, September 10th, James, that's a Wednesday, James is going to be going to Halloween Horror Nights. I'm going to tell James to try and record as much as he can. He might be only able to do like 10 or 15 minutes of video at a time. But I'm going to have him try and send it to me. And then I'll try and composite it together for a video for you guys, all right? And at least that way we can have something for you guys to put on. If anything, I'll see if he can do a couple of shorts to try and get him a channel and try and get him to do some shorts, or I'll try and get him to log in and do some shorts and maybe a live from my channel. Okay? Talk to you guys later. You all have a good night. Good night, Nancy. Good night, Ghostbusters. I know who I'm going to call. Good night, Tina. Good night, Fierce. Good night, everyone. You all have a great night. Peace out. Stay frosty, y'all.